Hey, what's going on, everybody? I just got done making my video on Liz Cheney and RFK Jr. and if they're going to team up. I don't think they are. Go and check that video out. This video is going to be particularly on, is Liz Cheney going to run? What do I think the odds of her running are? And what do I think her odds of winning? And how many votes do I think she'll get? And all that stuff. So, I want to get into this video talking about predominantly Liz Cheney running. So, Liz Cheney is not, when she's politicianing people, she's not ruling out a presidential run, just yet. She's not, I'm assuming she's not going to run as a Republican. I'm thinking that she wouldn't, she was asked about it, she has not ruled it out though, we're going to have to see. There's many people speculating she's going to run with no labels. There's even some people speculating she's going to do an independent run, if she were to run. I've even seen people out there saying that maybe she would try to primary President Biden. I don't see her primary President Biden. I think that's far-fetched. And I think the Republican primary thing's far-fetched. I think the only way she would get in that Republican primary is if all the other candidates would literally drop out. Then I think she'd maybe try and jump in, but I don't see that happening. I think the biggest chance she's going to do is running with no labels. Now, there were some polls done, I don't know if this would be accurate or not, these were done about a year ago, on if she were to run, and the two that stood out to me, there was one poll done by the New York Times that had her at 19%, which that's amazing for a third party. It's not as good as RFK Jr. is doing right now, but it is still amazing that she would have debate access. And there was another poll by the California Post poll, the Washington Post, I don't know why I said California, and that had her at 14%, which is not debate access, but it's very close to it. So these are interesting polls. She, I think, would only run to stop Trump. That's what she said. She said she will do everything in her power to try to stop Donald Trump, whether that's in throwing her support behind a candidate, or that's running for president, whatever it takes to stop Donald Trump. Whether it's airing ads about him, whatever it takes, she will do. Which I like that idea of stopping Trump, but I don't like the idea that's solely why she's running. Like, I want her to have a purpose, and, like, are you running for the economy? But I understand, Donald Trump is a threat to democracy. Like I said in my other video, and I've said this in multiple other videos, I would much rather have Liz Cheney, I don't know why I said Nikki Haley, I would much rather have Liz Cheney over any, majority of these people running. Like, I would much rather have Liz Cheney over Nikki Haley. I'd definitely rather have her over Trump and Biden. Yeah, like I said, I'd rather have her over Nikki Haley. I'd rather have her over Vivek Ramaswamy. I'd rather have her over Ron DeSantis. I'd rather have her over Dean Phillips. I'd rather have her over Marianne Williamson. I like Jink. He's got a lot of good beliefs, but he's running as Democrat, but I'd rather have him over her. Even Cornel West. Cornel West got a lot of good beliefs, but I'd rather have Liz Cheney over her or him. I would not rather have Liz Cheney over Jacob Hornberger or Robert F. Kennedy Jr. There's a lot I disagree with her on, a lot. The Cheneys have been involved in a lot of corruption over the years. But Liz Cheney put up a lot. I mean, she would literally be the speaker right now. Or at least next in line for it. But, she gave it up. Just to fight for the law and the Constitution. She's one of the very few Republicans that will actually call out Trump. And it cost her a seat. Had she went along with the big lie, saying the election was stolen, and kept sucking on Trump's balls, and kissing his ass, she would have won her primary with probably more than 90% of the vote. Or maybe wouldn't even have had a challenger. She'd be in Congress right now. But she didn't go with it. She told the truth about the election. And she told the truth about Trump. And for that, she's basically killed her political career. At least for now. I think in the future, down the road, Liz Cheney might have a role. If the Republicans, rebound and go back to the party of Lincoln and Reagan. We'll have to see. It's going to be interesting to see if she runs. Now, I don't think she would win if she runs. I think she could get a lot of Democrats. I think there's a big chunk of Republicans that would vote for her. I think predominantly her support would be independent. But the reason why I don't think she would run, she's going to need some sort of Trump supporters on her side, and I don't think she'd be able to get really any. With Bobby Kennedy, I think that he can get progressives. I also don't think progressives would be voting for Liz Cheney either. But Bobby Kennedy, I think, can get progressives, old school Democrats, establishment. I think he can get establishment Republicans, Trump Republicans, anti-Trump, old school independents. I think he can really broaden that base. Where Liz Cheney, I think, has an appeal to a certain base. Now, if Bobby Kennedy would drop out of the race or whatever, which I hope doesn't happen, I hope he stays in, and it was down to Liz Cheney, Joe Biden, Donald Trump, I would vote for Liz Cheney. But we're gonna have to see. I wish the Republicans were running her, despite all the corruption and the establishment believes. She's a true Republican. The sad part is she is more conservative than any one of them Republicans that are in the House or Senate right now. She's more conservative. She's more conservative than Trump, all of them. And yet she's not serving right now simply because she wants to tell the truth and she wants to defend the Constitution and the law of this country. And that is sad. So, I think the odds of Liz Cheney running for president, I will say this. I think there's a 3 out of 10 chance she runs for president and a 7 out of 10 chance she doesn't. I think that she sees Bobby Kennedy as someone who can disrupt the system and defeat Trump, and I don't think she's going to take a chance of stopping that. So I would say, as of right now, it's a 3 out of 10 chance. I'm going to make another video on this in probably late February, March, or if she hasn't announced what she's going to do yet, and I will talk then about what the odds are then. And the chances of her winning, I think, would probably be a 2 out of 10. It would all depend. Alright, everyone. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. And we're at 50 subs, so please keep it up. So, once again, please like this video. Please share this video. Please leave a comment on this video. And most importantly, please subscribe to the channel and ding that bell so you can get notified every time I upload a video or a community post. Alright, thanks everybody for watching. And freedom. Liz Cheney, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., over all of them.